Okay, I'm so glad you were curious enough to click over. I want to state a why and an intent with this first. Thank you, Oprah. For me, this whole thing started because I challenged my beliefs and core values when I found that my actions represented something other than what I thought I believed. The important thing that I want everyone to understand is that set into motion a discontentment that I had to contend with. I didn't want to keep doing the things that didn't reflect my needs or my wants or my passions and my values. What I thought I was doing was making a choice about career changes. While I did do that, it was far from simple, and what it turned into was an entire change in operating systems. I found I had based the vast majority of my life on shallow and shifty, often borrowed foundations that I didn't understand and I had not inspected well. So it's taken more than 3 years of full-time work in this effort to be able to even identify and clearly see what the important base level blocks are that I'm building on. We keep and hold on to so much without looking into it or processing where it belongs. There is so much of what we do without knowing the beliefs behind it or where we got the idea. We adopt and mimic tons of what other people say and do based on their apparent success and sometimes their authority. So we just trust, whether we just trust it or life is moving too fast to do anything about it. Most of us don't tend to ask ourselves what we believe and why. We are not drawing on our own beliefs because we've just collected the beliefs of others and made them work on the fly. The things I share in this video are the constructs I think we have to understand to be as efficient and effective as possible at establishing a life of authenticity, because that allows us to have true authority over our choices and experience more ease with less turbulence or strain. But the process still isn't simple. There's very little to no instant gratification in this journey, and for most of us, it is a major undoing that involves uncovering, sorting through, decision making, being still, and feeling things that you didn't let yourself feel before, all while trying to learn how to take care of yourself. Doing foundational clearing means everything about your life is affected in massive ways. It's not a project. It's a completely new way of life that requires more work than I believe any of us understand on the front end of it. But I now solidly believe that it's the most important work that any one person can do to help the entire world. There's nothing of appropriate impact or magnitude that you can accomplish without having a clear understanding of the beliefs that are driving you. Not just the surface ones. You need to know where the roots go, the beliefs way beneath the beliefs that you're used to spouting. Where do they come from, and what all is behind them? When you get real about that quest for understanding, you have to make curiosity your new best friend. You have to learn to hold everything and every thought loosely with grace and compassion for yourself. It requires a willingness to go at it solo, because that's the only way that you get to discover that you're not in it alone while still solving your own problems. Your emotions and feelings have to be seen as an important source of information, and you have to learn their language to get the messages that they hold. All of that takes a new type of love for yourself, because you need to believe that you're worth healing and having that stability. There has to be a driving force that is strong enough to keep your feet in the fire and bring consistency to supporting your wellness as you do so. You must believe that you were created as an important piece of the eternal puzzle, and that the only way for you to fill that role is by basing your actions and non-actions on the things that you understand to be true. Then you commit to constantly and consistently allowing newly considered information to influence that understanding while allowing it to evolve. You have to let go of the concept of being right and take on the mentality of a beginner student. No one can do those things for you, though, so all I can really offer is my understanding of where your focused effort will reap the strongest benefits. And I can tell you about concepts, habits, tools, and resources that I found helpful in my shift towards that. So this is how I want to move forward from here. I'm going to share these basics with you here in video form. It's going to be multiple videos. I'm posting them on my website as the primary platform, and I'm going to let you know about them on social media by directing you back here to the website. If you're wanting to ask questions or share your thoughts and experiences with me, then the best way to connect to me is through the email address that I have listed, so that I don't have to follow all of that in the comment sections of the socials. What I'll do is I'll look at my emails and I'll form responses to them, kind of trying to hit several birds with one stone, as they say. The other thing that feels awkward to say is, I can't build an online community around this, guys. My concerns are that I'm going to bite off more than I can chew, or that I'll be having entire conversations in the comment streams across all these different social media platforms. I want to be clear with everyone that help and teachers are important, like super important, but these are very personal foundational constructs, and every person has to do the real work themselves. In fact, I still have my work to stay consistent in, so I don't want to present this as a way, or in a way, that anyone expects a lot of hand-holding from me. I do want opportunities to clarify, though. So if you have something that you would like to share, I'm thinking that email is a good way to start. We'll just see what unfolds from there. And just to reiterate, this is information that I'm offering you. It's what I found to be the founding principles of our life. After studying self-improvement concepts, tools, approaches, and opinions for more than 3 years full time, this is what I did every day. I identify these as the foundations of all of the things that we do. These constructs are to help you find your true north and identify the magnets that will pull your needle off of course for you. It also will put your energy where it can work for you. I really hope that that helps narrow down your focus to find and boost that in the right direction. I'm so proud of you for wanting to change. So I truly hope this information helps you. I want to hear what you have to say. I'd really love for you to email me, and let's get started.